No toys. That is the only solution for me as a ADHD homeschool mom of three. It's the only thing that works because I am going crazy. If you want to go ahead and clean with me and see my process of getting rid of all the toys, none, no toys in the house. They're all going to be gone except for the piano, which that's not really a toy, and then the toy drum set. So that way they can practice their music. But other than that, all the toys are gone. I am going insane. I may leave those blocks in there. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how messy it gets. But you guys, my kids had so many toys, and it's actually way more than you're seeing in this video. Like what you're seeing in this video is after I cleaned and I took truckloads after so many truckloads full to the dump. I had so many toys. It was ridiculous. I can't even believe how I accumulated that many. And when you homeschool, it's even worse because when your kids are home all day, let's say they're taking out toys in between, making a mess, everything's mixed together, it's chaos. And I know some of you are amazing. Like I have some friends, they are so organized. All their toys are in sections and their kids put them away when they're done and they teach their kids how to be organized. But with a mom with ADHD, and also my other son has it as well, really bad, it makes it so hard to pay attention and to put stuff back where they belong. So the only solution I have found is to get rid of all of them. And I'm not talking about permanently, but just in the garage. So what we're doing is we are setting up a store in our garage where they can pick their toys one by one and then they have to put it back. So that way my house doesn't get crazy and out of control. The thought process behind that is to make sure we get all our school day in, and maybe if they're on a break, we can go in the garage, let them pick maybe it's magnet tiles, right? They could play with that when they're done. Then we go put it back in the garage. So I'm going to try this and I'm going to keep you guys updated on how it works for me. But I just started this because I was going out of my mind with these toys. So if you're an ADHD mom and it's really difficult to teach your kids to put things back, this could be a solution. So I'm starting a timer. If you want to clean with me, this timer is for 10 minutes. So go right now to the toys. And if you start organizing them by bags, that way they're nice and tidy, and then get them out of your house, then this might help you as well to always have a clean house, or at least clean from clutter and a bunch of toys everywhere. So I am cleaning underneath the beds because they are so messy. And my house was way worse than this before. Like this is my clean version. So if yours is worse than this, don't feel bad because this is actually my clean messy. So before it was so much as why we had to take dump runs. I wanted to donate it, but we didn't have enough time because we were putting our house up for sale. And so there wasn't enough time and we just had to get it out there as quickly as possible. So we ended up keeping all of the kids' favorite toys. And then this is what is left over. So if you want to say this took me about 30 minutes to do all of this, and I fast forward it for it to go faster. So if you want to clean with me and it take 30 minutes, then you can go ahead and play this and put it on mute and clean with me. If you want to do 10 minutes, if you want to do 30 minutes like I did, then you could just replay this 3 times and put on music in the background so you don't have to hear me talk again. Or if you want, you can leave it on. But that's just an idea of what you could do. I love watching cleaning videos because I don't know, it just feels so much more motivating when you're not the only one cleaning. So anyways, the first step is to literally look under the beds, look under all the rooms, the living rooms. First is gathering all the toys. and also vacuuming under the bed to make sure it's nice and clean. I even found a spoon down there, but look at these bins. They are completely empty. That is my goal, is to keep them completely empty. I have these backpacks. The backpacks are empty too. So I'm just using it for storage. So when they go on a trip or something, they'll have a backpack. The only thing I'm keeping in there are the drum set, like I said, because that is a part of their education. And I feel like if it's put in the garage and they don't see their piano, they don't see the drums, then they may not practice as much. I'm not worried about them not playing with their toys because they will definitely let me know when they want to play. They're going to be like, I want to go shopping. So they're actually really excited about it, and it's really motivating. So for instance, I told them that every school day we're going to focus on all our schoolwork unless it's a project. Like I'm keeping all the crayons and markers and all of that in our homeschool stuff. So that's not being packed away because that's part of education. But what I'm doing is I'm making a pile and this is all going to the garage. And they're actually excited for it because when I was setting it up, they're like, we can't wait to go shopping, because I told them when they're good and they finish all their work, they get to go shopping in the garage for what they want to play with. So the only few things in there are the drumsticks and some anatomy books. So we're just going to keep it to educational. My little one, he is so hyper. Little Tasmanian devil. It's so funny because I will have the house so clean. I don't know if I should laugh or cry, but I will have the house immaculate. Then they will go right behind me and mess it all up immediately. So this is my solution to that problem, is I'm going to keep all the books out, all the educational stuff, all the arts and crafts, so that we can really focus on homeschooling. Okay, this is my junk of toys. Miscellaneous, I got to organize it all. I don't know about you, but when someone has ADHD, I feel like it's hard to stay organized. You kind of stash stuff. So my house could look really clean, but if you open a drawer, it may be a disaster like this. All the Legos are mixed together, the magnet tiles, Leia's little play stuff. There might be like a spoon from the kitchen. Look there's a funnel. It just gets really out of control. And I don't know why I do this. It's so hard. I just dump everything in one bucket. And I'm like, you know what? I've been trying to get organized my entire life. And I was organized for a little bit where I had their magnet tiles in one spot, their cars in one spot, and just had it all tidy. And every single time it ends up like this. I don't know why. I can't keep it together. I can't teach them to keep it together. I mean, I'm barely getting them to put their shoes on the shoe rack. So I was like, you know what? It's so hard to say, hey, you guys, just get your Legos out. When you're done with that, put that back. Then you get the next thing. It just keeps not happening. So I hope that me setting up a shop in the garage will help them be able to go shopping. And now it's completely empty. The only thing I put in there is this little fidget thing, this orange fidget thing that you could fidget with your fingers. And so while you're studying or while you're reading, you can kind of move it around, and these little bubble pop things, because it's kind of more in the education. But literally there's 2 items in that bin, and the rest of it is going right into the garage so that I can think, so that I could homeschool. I can't wait to wake up in the morning and start fresh. Start with the books, with the crayons, with just being able to homeschool without messes everywhere. And then when we're done homeschooling, we can then go shopping in the garage and pick what they want, one thing at a time. So anyways, I hope this is helpful because I don't know. I'm going to keep you updated because I'm doing this with you. This is the first time I've ever tried this. Leia has her bed. It's not assembled yet because we may be taking our house off the market soon. So we're like, hey, we're going to set up her bed as soon as we do that. And then we'll go from there. I noticed that my kids love playing with their toys when they're tidy and clean. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but as soon as you put, like, for instance, her tea set all in one spot, she was so excited to play with it because it wasn't messy. She was able to think. So I'm putting her whole tea set in this one bag. So that way, when she goes shopping, she could say, oh, I want to play with my tea set. And then we'll be able to go and get that, and she can play with it all in one piece. And then when she's done with it, we can put it back. Same with my boys. When their blocks are all together in one place, they're so excited to play with them. And I realize your kids are not going to play with your toys if they're all mixed together because I don't know. They just don't know what to do with it. It just looks like a mess. So come with me in my garage to organize the shop. I really wanted to put it on these racks, but I don't have time today. So I decided that I will go ahead and first put it on the workshop table, I guess you could call it, and line them up here. And then when I can get all the racks organized, because my garage needs like a deep clean. Maybe I should do that with you guys as we can deep clean the garage. And then after we deep clean the garage, then I'll be able to make it look more fun. So who knows? I was thinking about actually putting price tags on each thing in the toy shop so that I could give them Monopoly money when they're good. So if they're behaving, they get Monopoly money, and then they could go in the store and like pay for what they're going to play that day. So anyways, I was just thinking a little bit of motivation for them. I don't know. I feel like this homeschooling thing is crazy. There's some days where I'm like, this is so hard. I just can't believe it. And then other days where I'm like, this is so amazing. And, I really wouldn't have it any other way. I love staying with my kids, but it gets crazy. When you're home all day, that means the house is getting messy all day. And then you add ADHD people on top of that, and it's just pure chaos. When your brain works like that, you have to you have to go to the extreme. If you don't go to the crazy extreme, then you just can't make it happen. Forget balance. It's either going to be extremely clean or extremely messy. So we are voting no toys. Stay tuned for the next video where I am going to organize my